All right, so what we're taking a look at here is MixCraft 6. MixCraft 6, you're going to see the icon up there on your computer somewhere. Mine's down here at the bottom. When you open it up, the very first time you open it up, down across the bottom here, it's going to try to download a sample song. Hit cancel. Once you hit cancel, then close this and shut down the program. Open it up a second time. When you open up a second time, you'll see this window and it won't try to open the sample. You're going to do the middle one of these. You're going to do the build loop and best matched music. The first thing you have to do is name the project. So for right now, I'm just going to name it test. You click on the build loop and it's going to open it up. Now across the bottom here, you got these 4 tags. You want to make sure you're on the library tag. Library should be set to all so we can hear all the sounds. And as far as the sort by, there's various ways. I want it by song kit. By doing song kit, that makes sure that all the instruments in here have the same key, they're in the same tempo, and they're all the same style, so they all fit together. If you have another choice, you're going to have to watch that. But this way here, they're all the same style, key, and tempo. You have all these choices, so we choose one here. I don't know, let's choose something down here. All right, electro rock. Who knows? Now, in order to hear a sound, all you got to do is hit the little play button down here. And you hear what it sounds like. All of your sounds are going to be over here for the number of bars, that's the number of measures, averaging 2, 4, or 8. Some might be only 1 measure, some might be 16 measures or more, but the average is 2, 4, 8. Like this one here is a 2. If I scroll down, we start to see some 4s. I don't know if we'll see an 8 or not. Yeah, there's some 8s. So 2, 4, 8s. To put them into the tracks, which we have 8 tracks up here, to put them into the tracks, all you have to do is simply grab it and drag it up to the track you want and let go. Now, if you want something to repeat, you got the play, the mute. This is the repeat button. It'll loop that repeat again. I'm sorry, it'll repeat that loop again. Or you can simply go to the end and drag it and make it as long as you want. Up top, for the snap to, you want the snap to be set to either quarter note or eighth notes. Anything up here, that means you're not going to have as much freedom as you want. Down here, it makes the program so sensitive, it's really hard to get the music where you want. So eighth notes or quarter notes. I prefer eighth notes, so that's where we're going to keep it. Now, when we start to add other instruments, you're going to take your other instruments and you're going to use that 2, 4, 8 as your method. You either put it after a 2-beat measure, or if I want, I can slide it down so that it's after 4 measures, or I can slide it down so it's after 8 measures. By doing that, things are going to match up better. In this case, I want to do it after 2 measures. I don't want to put it at the number 2 because that's only 1 measure that's blank. After 2 measures. The little indentations, those little indentations help show you where a loop ends. So I'll repeat that a couple times, and then I can come down here and I can do some sort of melody, and I can put that after 2 measures. And I can keep adding, then we hear our song. Get the idea. Now, one of the things over here on the left side, the way this works, we have a mute button. That'll literally just stop that track. We won't hear that track at all. Next to it is the solo button. If you're going to do anything to the right of the solo, you want to make sure you hit the solo button, so that's all you hear. It mutes everything else. So here's my bass line. Now, I can do a couple things. This little button with the dots, if I hit that, it opens up the next line. Guys, this is my volume. I can start this by putting another dot there. I can start this being really, really soft and slowly fading in. So now when you listen to it, it'll fade in. And you can adjust it however you want. So you can adjust individually. And you can add dots wherever you want. I can be like, okay, right here, I want it to be really loud at that point, and then down here. So you can really have fun with it. So that's one of the things you can do. Another thing, if we close that, the FX, guys, that's your special effects. If you click on the special effects, This little window lets you choose different ones. Up top here, these are pre-made special effects. And you can choose any one of those. Or you can come down here and choose an effect individually. So if I choose acoustic delay, it's set at custom. When I play this, it's going to sound a little bit weird because acoustic delay doesn't work on this one. I'll show you why in a second. Now you might not hear the delay. Listen when I hit stop. There's your delay. Now, it doesn't work well when you have things that just keep going and going and going because the delay happens while more music is being played. Delay is good as if you had a sound here and then for another measure or so, no sound. That way you would hear it echoing. So delay is one. You can mess around with all these. Another one I just want to show you here real quick would be the flanger. A flanger will completely change the sound, and I can change this as it's playing. So listen to this now. Now, that's changing it. You can take it one step farther, guys. You can add other effects on here. So let's just say I add a chorus effect to that. And the other thing I can do is I can take the chorus effect and start to choose which ones I want. Or just using this electric guitar as an option, I can go to edit. And now I can start to change this stuff all around. I can change like the depth of this to be way up. Oh, wait until you hear this. I can change it as we go. Whoops. Music stop. Rewind. And you can do it. So you can change all the distortion effects. Change the rate. So you can customize it however you want. So that is how you're able to take the program, take some of the basics of MixCraft, add tracks to it, solo things so you can hear it and make it the way you want. So you start to hear everything else, simply turn the solo off. Some people will try and go solo, 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 solo. No, you just want to turn the solos off and then everything can be heard. If you ever want to delete a track, simply highlight it and hit delete on your keyboard. That will delete your track. Any questions?